Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Hope you had a great day today. I just got into the office, kind of wrapping up some admin work. Always trying to find something to do in my business to just make it more efficient. I got a few of my network partners, Raphael, actually doing 2 jobs for me right now. One in Decatur, one in Swanee. They're also going to start one Monday, but I'll be back Monday in Stone Mountain. I got my marketing team, Kim and Jim, working on my affiliate program that I'm helping some of my students also get more leads to their business of wood floor maintenance. So anyway, guys, I want to have a little topic today, and I talk about this all the time. You know, a lady just called me. She is looking for services for her wood floors. I gave her an option that she can send me pictures, like most people do, and I can give her a price based off the pictures and the measurements, or I can come out and do an in-home consultation for $125. Her immediate response was, that's a lot of money. And like I told her, I said, that's why I give you options, because if you don't want to pay the $125, I totally understand, but I have clients that pay it all the time, right? And I'm going to show you guys this. But guys, you know, like I explained to this lady on the phone, I say, even, you know, if you don't send me the pictures and you don't use my company, because she did tell me, she said, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm shopping around. And I told her, I said, I know you're shopping around, and I said, just be careful. I said, I beg you, please take the time to do your research, because I said you will always have a company that will give you a cheap price, and I go behind these companies all the time. The one that we're doing Monday, I showed you guys it the other day, destroyed this lady's floors, and here it is. She has to pay us $5 grand to have that floor resanded, right? So my thing is that you'll always find somebody cheaper, guys. That's with anything. But as a consumer, we have to get to the point where we have to take responsibility as well when you hire companies, because they are cheaper, but then, not going to say all the time, but you have a higher chance of getting what you paid for. And that's when I feel like you can't complain, because this is what you signed up for. You know, I tell people like this, like today, the job that we did today, you know what he told me? He said, Courtney, I looked at 2 other companies plus yours. The reason why I hired you is because you had the videos, you had the reviews, and he said, my wife, she loved your video testimonials. He did his research, and that's what I told this lady, is do your research. Even if you don't call me back, at least you know what you're getting. Because people, even when I used to do carpet cleaning, I'm calling around for a price, how much you charge, you got any special rates, you got any specials. But then when they get a bad job, it's like you have to take responsibility for that choice as well. You see what I'm saying? So guys, let me flip this around and just show you. I'm just going to show you guys. So this is my, where, you know, and people pay for this on my website. But guys, just look at this. These are all this month, okay, where people are paying me for consultation fees, okay? I get, see guys, I mean, and it's another screen, okay? So people pay me all the time, you know, because why? They see the value in it, right? And this is what I'm helping other contractors. Because like I told this lady, like I told her, you know, if it takes me an hour to get to you, then to do the consultation, depending on what questions you ask, that's going to be another 15, 20, 25 minutes. And then I got to drive back where I came from. That's 2.5 hours. Guys, I'm speaking from experience. People will waste your time, okay? I just think about sometimes the time that I took to go to someone's house. I took the time to do the consultation, get the measurements, educate them, and okay, thank you. And you never hear from them again. And most of the reason why is because maybe again they didn't want to pay the price, or they'll take your price. This is why I know a lot of companies, if they do free consultations, they will not give you the measurements. Because what people would do, they'll take those measurements and they'll shop around with them. You know, almost every company that I did, I never forget, I had a company called Stairworks. They're out of Cummings, Georgia. Great company, by the way. And they redid our stairs for us, you know, the railings and the, you know, and they charged us $175 consultation fee. And just like me, if you book with us, we'll take it off the bill. Guys, I did my research. I love their website. They had great reviews. They had great pictures. I knew I was going to go with them. So what was $175 for a company I knew I was going to hire? See what I'm saying? It came off the bill. So if people who are serious that are paying me $125, they're really not paying for it because it's coming off the bill. See what I'm saying? So this is the thing, guys, is that, you know, as contractors, learn how to value your time, okay? And as consumers, understand what you're getting. You know, I do jobs out of state. You know, that's why I started giving people options. You don't have to, like the job we did today. I never went out and did an in-home consultation. He sent me pictures, the measurements, and I sent him a proposal to sign off of. We went and did the job. Now, yesterday, Ted, the one on the lake, he paid for a consultation. The one we did in Decatur Monday, she paid for a consultation. The one I did Saturday, Samuel, he paid for a consultation. So again, these people understand. I'm gonna say probably, I'm just gonna take a little guess. I'm gonna say about maybe 60 to 70% book straight off pictures, okay, and verbal information. The rest of them, they pay for consultation fees. And most people say, you know what, Courtney, I don't want to send pictures, especially my older clients. They say, Courtney, I don't want to send pictures. We just come out and do the consultation. Because why? They know what they're getting. They've done their research. So do your research, know what you're getting, but at the end of the day, just remember, it's a high chance you get what you pay for. And as consumers, when we cater to certain businesses, certain products based off price, we have to take responsibility for that as well. All right, guys, I'm about to go enjoy my weekend. I'll be back Monday. We have a nice sanding job. Like I say, that another guy, oh my goodness. Wow, it's probably one of the worst. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.